Welcome back to another episode of I Got Big Bowls. Pause. That's pretty good, 'cause I forgot to tell you.
I was wondering if you told him.
Yeah, I did. I haven't done this in a while.
I got big balls. Hey, 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 hey. I got big balls. Hey, 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 hey. I got big balls. Hold up one time, do it. Hold up one time. Big balls. Hold up one time, do it. Hold up one time.
Got it.
Hey, once again, it's on your boy E1 Don signing on. Salute. That's E the number 1 DON on all social media. Just add the salute if you're on Twitter or Clubhouse. I ain't really been on the Clubhouse app, but if you guys make an interesting room and invite me, maybe I'll come through, drop some talk some talk. And this show is brought to you by CrunchTimeMedia.net for all your photo, video, and merchandise needs. You need to get you some t-shirts. You got the patches, should be on the website soon. Just been kind of experimenting, but you know, we still got the cereal connoisseurs and the got munchies and all of that up there. Hoodie season is upon us, so I might drop a discount code for the hoodie season. I don't know. Y'all need to be following at Big Balls Pause on social media to be up on that. Make sure you guys are staying in tune. And we're live Hip Hop Daily. Make sure you guys download the app, go to the website. A lot of great programming. This is one of them. I got Big Balls Pause. We got more cereal, we got more guests, and we got more bowls. Pause. Got my co-host in the building, Danny Digital.
What's going on? It's your boy Danny Digital. Follow me on all social platforms at Danny Digital, DANNY DIGITALL. Check out some of my photography and my video content I'm posting up there for you guys.
Yeah, man, we got special guests in the building.
Hey.
We got Derek Bossville in the building.
Yes, Bossville Farms here. Derek, the big boss of the Bossville Farms.
All right, run down your social media. Right
Check us out on all social media at Bossville Farms, bossvillefarms.com. The website will plug you in with all of our social media as well as current events that we have going on.
All right, so we're gonna get into what we got going on, and like always, we're gonna get to some cereals. Hey man, so tell us a little bit about what's going on, man. We know, man, if you don't know, like I said, farm. Farm was the key word here.
Right,
so we got a farmer.
We have a black farmer in the building.
Black farmer in the building, that's right.
Just talk to us a little bit about farming. How did that even begin? Like,
Man, so Bossville, as my shirt says, legacy loading. You know, my grandfather left us about 2,000 acres of land in South Carolina, and we have the. I'm pretty sure the longest running black logging company in the state of South Carolina. 70 years we've been in business. Yeah. And so, you know, throughout those years, my grandfather taught me a lot about trees, you know, and he would always tell me the biggest lie I ever told is money don't grow on trees, you know, and because he was like, when I cut these trees down, I take them across a scale, they pay me, you know, big money, and I go buy more land. So that kind of was passed down, and then I've been studying cannabis and hemp for many, many years. You know, I lived on the West Coast for about 10 years, and I learned a lot about cannabis out there, you know, and but not just, you know, the smokable kind, but also hemp, which is smokable too, but the fibers and whatnot. And having a logging background, you know, I just kind of paired the two together, and it makes, you know, great sense. So we're one of the only, I would say maybe 10 of us in the state of South Carolina, black hemp farmers, and you know, we're doing well. You know what's crazy is we met on Clubhouse, bro.
Yeah, okay, right. Clubhouse.
Serious, yeah.
By the time I got to Clubhouse, got the invite, it was dead. Cool.
Man, it was nuts though, and it was crazy because I just woke up one morning, I got this notification, and I just popped in the room. Normally, I just ignore that because, you know, I start with meditation, you know, my day.
But this day was different.
Right, you know, and it's crazy. He was on stage. And the host saw that I was a hemp farmer. He was like, man, y'all need to connect, because you know, he was talking about some stuff. And so from that conversation to here, and that was what, about 6 months ago? No, I hadn't even been, it wasn't 6 months. That was like
Yeah,
right before.
Like May, June.
Yeah, around June. Yeah.
That's in 6 months, man.
Yeah.
See
That's
how
nuts,
the power
right?
of social media and
Yes,
networking can work
indeed.
for you. You use it right. It works for you.
Indeed.
That's
So.
around, threatened me with a good time.
Right.
Man, you want to
Come
to
down.
the farm?
Yeah.
He was gone in the middle of the night because I didn't even know. I would have came.
Yeah, man.
I took off work.
Yeah.
Pops up. Into it. So yeah, we came out there and definitely had a bunch of land.
Right.
Showed us a lot of things. Just about outdoors and So how do you even get into the hemp business? Like I understand they legalized hemp some years back where you can grow, but I know with certain licenses, like you gotta have a license. Like I know in certain places, they're like here it's like you got a couple of licenses, you can only get so many.
Right.
So how is it like? How do you even get into the business?
Well, in South Carolina, the Farm Bill 2013 or 2014 Farm Bill legalized hemp, and hemp. For everybody who does not know, hemp is cannabis, but it has less than 0.3% THC, and then it's grown for a specific purpose, either for its flower or buds, like cannabis is, to be extracted to make CBD oil and things of that nature, and it also can be grown for fiber, which is you can make clothing out of it, you can make cars out of it, car parts. Like the current i3 is 17% hemp. A lot of people don't know that BMW, the new one. And so there are a lot of uses for it. Building supplies and whatnot. But the way you get in is through the Department of Agriculture in South Carolina. You apply. They send you through a background check. You can't have any drug-related felonies in the last 10 years. So it's not totally.
That's like the weirdest thing. Like I can't have on my file that I've been working with cannabis.
Right.
I'm a pro. I'm actually a pro.
It's crazy.
Looking for that credit.
I'm
Exactly.
a pro. I went to
That's
college
the
for this.
But you got a lot of people that jump in the business. But for the licensing process, you go through the state, pay $1,000, $100 for application fee. At least in South Carolina. I know some states are higher, some are lower. But once you do that, they just kind of throw you in the sea, and it's sink or swim. There's no, it's like you say you can do it, go, find your buyers and the whole nine. So
to show us.
Yeah.
All right, go back on your legacy loading and take it a little further back.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to leave something for the next generation? Because you saying your grandfather left y'all that land.
Right.
You could have grown anything on it, but you chose hemp, which is something that's coming. Why hemp, and why is it so important to leave something for the next generation and build legacy? Man,
generational wealth is something that I think you hear the term a lot, but you have to really understand it. And so for me, my grandfather leaving us 2,000 acres of land, it's like I could walk out on a piece of land and say, what can I do? People look at land and be like, it's just land, it don't make no money. Well, those are people who don't understand what land is. Without land, you have nothing. None of this in this room would exist if we didn't have land.
Right.
Because we got to grow it someplace, right? So that's important to understand that, land is the basis of everything, our wealth. And starting with 2,000 acres, my goal is to leave my children and grandchildren 20,000 acres.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's my goal. That's the goal, And I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? And hemp, I recognize, that hemp is coming, right. and we know the some of the uses, but when I tell you this plant is really unbelievable, bro. The cannabis plant itself and in general is unbelievable, but hemp is really unbelievable. And if you go back and look for it in some of the on YouTube, you'll see a lot of things that people did with hemp that really is kind of crazy. Like food, clothing, and shelter.
The history of it is so long. It's like we are this short period. If you just think about the history of it, you're talking about thousands of years of in use. Like, make sure we have that.
Exactly.
Go plant that right away. Make sure, like, the first laws they said on the books here was that you had to
plant hemp. That's
you
right.
had to plant it. So we got maybe 100-year stretch of prohibition or whatever that we're. But just so happens during 100 years, stretch, it was one of the biggest marketing and media campaigns ever. So it's like the mindset was able to change globally about it a lot quicker. It's like you can't erase what it was, but you can kind of like make people not think about that. Let's just focus on this bad thing right here. It's so bad. We look at it, lock people up for it. And then you turn around and make money off it. So I went to a CanaCon, Chicago, which was pretty cool. But you don't see a lot of people of color, or black people more specifically, in behind the tables on as far as corporate wise. You know what I mean? So how important is it for? I feel like like we have to be like this game wouldn't even still exist. Like we put this game on our back for 100+ years to make sure it still existed. And now y'all about to try and take off and not really
include us.
Yeah, they're not trying. And they're gone. It's time for us to jump in. It's a lot of things. Like you mentioned, one is they've been locking us up for this for years, right? And so it takes a lot of nerve and courage to do what we do. Because you can't tell the difference between the plants. Just looking at them. You know what I'm saying? If I got some of my friends very premium flower that's THC rich, and I got some good premium grown hemp flower, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I can prove it to you right now. I bought some with me to show you. But the thing is, the hemp flower. But the thing is, people are afraid, and so part of my mission is education. I have a 420 party on the farm, and when you came out, you saw the plants that we planted. But that whole party was about inviting people out to get them familiar with the plant, to show them that this is, we touch the dirt, put it in there, and like
it is a plant.
Yeah, exactly. Right,
like,
exactly.
You're not doing anything.
Exactly. It's just a plant.
The thing that you see people crumble up into their little whatever they use, that's a fruit. They just dried up and crumbled up.
That's it, brother. And so, educating people is going to be huge. Your platform, man, is great because, you get a chance to reach hundreds and thousands of people out there, man, that will now hopefully we'll spark some type of seed or drop a seed and they'll go and check it out,
Legalize it across the board.
Absolutely, brother. You got to legalize it fully.
Fully, and stop playing with it. Stop trying to be like, okay, it's legal, but we're gonna do this, and this on top of it. So they're trying to attach so much.
It's a manipulation,
Always trying to attach something on the back end. Like, you want this, then we gotta get this. It's like, come on now, you're trying to kill it before it even let it survive first. And then cause I heard some of the stuff we heard in Chicago was like, cause even Chicago, the taxes is heavy. They got legal cannabis, but it's like 20-30% tax.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
And they said once the bill that they had currently federally was trying to add another 25% tax on top of that. So it's like you're gonna kill all the businesses because it's gonna cost you less just to keep going to the street person. Like you're gonna be like, why am I gonna?
Why do it?
New York, I heard New York.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot
black market
of
keeps
tax.
black market
They opened it up, but it's like so much tax on it. But they have a super tax on their tobacco. It just says city of tax.
Liquor.
So it's like
same thing.
It's gonna keep that market, still thriving because it depends on what do you want? Do you want these? A lot of people gonna like that option. I wouldn't say they know it's clean, but I just recently seen something. They said that a lot of dispensary cannabis was not clean. Like they did a study, like they went around buying, testing it.
Because they got to get this stuff from somewhere too, and they scrambling too. They reaching out to the farmers. They scrambling too.
So you got to understand with that market expanding like that, you got to expand your grows. You got to figure that out. You can only stack them so high, so once you start to expand and demand comes, that demand is gonna be supplied.
Definitely be a need for farmers. It's gonna be a need for people that know, to understand the plant
and get back to land.
Absolutely,
you gotta have it,
But there's a lot of people that I see nowadays that's kind of on that. They're focusing on acquiring land. I see a lot of people promoting that, so that's dope. A lot of people promoting growing their own food.
Yes.
And I heard a guy say, which I think is dope because I believe that, he said that this new group of growers are going to change a lot of things because they're going to be so in tune, they're going to study so much, and they're going to understand, and it's going to kind of go over to like, what are you doing with those plants over there?
Right.
What are you doing with those tomatoes? You shouldn't be like, they're going to start.
It's a new game of farmers. Like, with your
Indeed.
idea of a farmer is like, they didn't even have TV. They just worked
Right.
on the farm,
Exactly.
overalls.
Yeah.
It's like, now farmers got social media.
Yeah.
They got cameraman. Like, they shot a video out there. I was like, oh, yeah, they had a camera crew? Oh,
Hey, you know, it's important too. So one of the reasons why I do a lot of work at Bossville Farms on camera and, you know, showing people because, you know, we want to expose that the younger generation to the farm. You know, my son is my oldest son will be turning 30 this year, and he loves it. You know, he's born and raised in the city. You know, but he can't wait to get out there. You know, so as soon as the end of the year comes, you know, he's coming in. So we're building. You know, you got to build that interest, and you got to show them that this is something that, you know, you can do and you can still do whatever else you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like move around, have fun.
Stigma that, you know, just about the plant and about farming in general, that once you start getting into it more, once you start understanding it, because even when we was out there, and he was like, you know, I forgot, was that your niece or what's the young lady name that was doing the camera work?
No, she works for us. Her
Okay.
name is Mandy. Thank you, Mandy.
Mandy was like, she was just like blown away. Looked like that's soy, like that's where soy comes. Like once
Right.
you understand,
Right.
like yo, all of that stuff comes from here. More people, I think, would be interested. Like they would be wanting to get into that. Like, I think that should
Definitely.
be more in the schools, like because people are kind of think out of bad, because you know, just from
It's a
that
stigma,
whole
you know.
field hand slavery vibes.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Same,
nobody wants to
right.
be in the field.
Exactly,
They don't
bro.
understand. Like in the field is where there's wealth in the field.
And and technology is giving us way more tools now to use.
You ain't got to be
you
in the
know,
field all day.
And a lot of it, you know, those innovations, you know, we are pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? That's going to allow us patents and IP that we can collect. You know, that's money. You know what I mean? You create something and make it, somebody else buys it. That, you know, that IP is out there. I mean, so those innovations are there. You know, we share ideas all the time and talk about the plants and whatnot. But you know, that's important, man, because and these platforms give us that way to do that. So, and we hoping to attract everybody. You know, that's why I was telling E, come down, man, just so you can see. Because when you know, seeing it on camera is one thing, but when you see that, bro, trust me, it changes your whole perspective.
Literally,
Yeah. Literally getting it out of the mud. So,
right.
yeah, man.
All right, man. So we over here at Big Bowls. Paul, I'd like to get into your cereal background, man. What's some of your all-time favorite cereal coming up,
Man.
even to this day?
Captain Crunch, pal.
Cap.
Yes, sir. Captain Crunch was it. And then, you know, we used to have King Crunch, you know, back in the day. So I love those two. Those two are my favorite, for real.
Dope.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got
You're not getting none of those.
I don't know.
I ain't never even heard of King Crunch.
Let's see.
I do got some cap though.
Oh, Halloween.
Yes.
Damn. Is that something?
Time already.
Yes, indeed.
Limited edition.
So
Halloween.
they gonna be good because it's Captain, but it looks gross.
It's crazy.
Green milk.
Oh yeah, green milk.
Green
I
milk.
hate green milk.
I don't like green milk either.
Okay.
Oh, green eggs or ham.
It's perfect green milk for a green shirt.
Green, that's right.
I got on a green shirt.
Me too.
Playing that.
I grow green plants.
Smoke them.
Indeed.
I enjoy them.
Man.
Yeah. Yes.
Remember the addition? He pouring the potion in it.
Where the green gonna come from? Ain't nothing green in here.
Nah,
No, that means it's infused.
yeah.
Infused
He
with
poured a
green
lot
stuff.
too, a big bowl.
We've been working on trying to get an infused cereal for the past few years.
Hey, that's not hard now. You talking to the right person.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta open your mouth, man.
Yeah, man, we've been talking to so many people.
Indeed.
It's been the wrong people.
Our guy that really was holding us down, Hydro Yo, he'll be home soon, but he had to go for a vacation. But he was our guy, but everybody else has been playing with our emotions.
Oh man, we can make it happen, bro.
As to that almond B,
You know,
man, this junk is kind of nice without milk already.
it is. You know, I'm telling you, that's funny. Captain Crunch. They pulled my favorite out of the box. This is my lucky day, baby.
Cap don't never hit wrong, man. You taste like strawberries.
I'm scared about the milk turning green though.
Man, these saw
When they get
my
wet, they change
munchies.
colors.
Yeah, my munchies right now.
Yeah.
I'm about to see through all that.
Yeah,
hungry.
it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm probably gonna end up refilling this and getting refill vibes.
And I got the munchies.
That I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm kind of looking forward to the green milk now.
Man. Okay,
Timing.
perfect time. Baby, you good?
These pieces did turn into brown.
Yeah, turning green on it. I don't
Zombie
like that.
pieces.
They turning green. I don't like that. I'm trying not to look at them though.
I don't care.
Definitely spooky.
They're spooky and they're creepy. Man, this is crazy. The milk is turning green for real. And some of the pieces.
Yes, that's good. All right, we got a little get to know you section while we eat cereal.
All right.
What's your favorite meal of the day? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Dinner.
The type of food or a time of day?
One more time. Type of food or time of
Time
day?
of day. Not to eat
Type
at
of
night.
food. Oh,
Or is it just a food that you eat? Like you can eat steak and
Wake up,
cheese.
steak and potatoes, leftovers
So-
in the morning.
You just want dinner type food.
well, I practice how to eat to live most days. So we only eat one meal a day after
dinner.
4 o'clock. So it's dinner, yeah.
Absolutely, I would definitely be looking forward to that. Lifestyle. Come on, dinner. You ever have breakfast for dinner sometimes? You ever miss breakfast?
Yeah,
Just
so
have waffles or something, chicken and waffles.
Man, last night I had an omelet and some pancakes for dinner. Yeah.
Favorite time of day to eat cereal?
Right.
Now on this
Man.
Subway, 'cause this is a slap.
Boy, I got my favorite cereal and I got the munchies. That's fantastic, bro.
Time, man.
I'm
Look at
telling
that.
you.
Universe lining up.
I'm telling you,
Got that cereal weeks ago. Not weeks ago, but about a week.
that's what's up.
Alright. You can have a bowl of cereal with anybody, dead or alive, cereal and conversation. Who you having a bowl with?
My wife.
What kind of cereal your wife would have you eating?
This one. Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
If you know what I want.
Alright. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Me and my brother kind of different on how we make ours. But when making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, do you prefer a spoon or a butter knife?
Man, that's a tough one. Because
Come on, man. All them knives I got on the farm.
Because spoon is like it's smoother, you know what I
All
mean?
about is smooth.
Right.
Scoopability.
But the butter, but the knife also with the jelly, man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go
They
with the
both
spoon.
right there.
I'm gonna have to go.
You gonna grab the spoon?
Just spoon, man. I'm
Yeah.
trying to influence the decision.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the spoon. It's gonna be easier.
Much easier. Scoopability. Alright. Ketchup and other condiments. Do you keep your ketchup in the refrigerator or the cabinet?
Cabinet.
Man, works on
That's
farm.
easy.
He knows where tomatoes come from.
Right. Put it in the fridge.
Nah, cold ketchup everywhere. The other day, the ketchup sat out on the counter for too long. It started getting off.
You gotta shake it up regardless.
Yeah, you shake it.
It just got too much
It's
movement.
cold shake. You want it to slide.
Nah, I can't control the
I don't
tempo
like cold
with that.
ketchup.
You gotta shake up, slide.
Alright. What's your favorite curse word or phrase?
Can I say that right now? Motherfucker.
Yep.
I'm a fan of motherfucker too.
Yeah. That was the easy one.
I like long curse words. Syllables.
Oh, you bullshitting. One of them.
Those are some good ones.
Definitely.
What's your favorite corner store snack?
Corner store snack. Those little grandma cookies. You know, those little
They like
with the icing in
brown.
the middle.
Oh, they got icing on them.
That's gotta be them.
Okay. Alright, we're in a social media era. I like to ask people, do you feel like social media is killing relationships or does it help build relationships?
Man, it makes your relationship a challenge. I don't think it kills them. It just makes them more challenging. You know, some of it helps, but you know, it's a challenge.
But it can help too, because you know it brings people together like us.
Right.
I think for business it helps build. Personal, sometimes it gets a little tricky. Like, why are you liking this? Why are you posting this? It's like,
Oh yeah.
why is it
We
matter?
have those conversations all the time.
Yeah, my lady threw my phone across the room the other day. I mean, I can't follow a few strippers. It's not like I'm going to the club. Jeez.
Right.
It's entertainment.
Yeah. In real life conversations, they never stop.
Alright, now, you don't have to answer this question necessarily for you, or you can. It could be from the perspective of giving advice.
Okay.
How long do you think it's a proper amount of time to wait before you go in for the butt grab on like a female or someone that you're courting, like somebody that you like?
Man, you know,
Like,
I'm gonna
it's
tell
like,
you.
it's a too soon vibe, and there's a too late vibe. It's like,
Man,
what's the proper amount of time?
you know, it's tough. When you have daughters, your
your mind
perspective, your
changes.
answer changes.
You should have asked me this one, you know what I mean?
Never.
Hey,
But, nah, but
see my little princesses in it? All right now.
yes, sir.
Better
So
get to know me.
from let me just go from the homie perspective.
You know, I guess that would be like, you know, whenever she gives you the right sign.
Man, Larry, just definitely want to wait till the timing is right. You don't want to catch up.
Some don't,
Right.
some don't.
That's around being a Me
Unfortunately.
Too vibe.
Right.
Misread the vibes.
Right.
Alright, we're about to get into the cereal review portion of this show.
Man,
Today, we got limited edition Cap'n Crunch Halloween Crunch. The Ghost Turns Milk Green. Facts.
facts.
Very green.
And some of the pieces.
And some of the pieces turn green. We got a special guest in the building. We got Derek from Bossville.
Bossville.
If you just catching the cereal review portion, you might want to catch the whole interview, dropping some jisms.
Man,
Gotta start dropping these shorter clips so my YouTube following can grow.
absolutely.
But anyway, we got a 0 to 5 bowl rating system, half a bowl, anything in between. What do you rate Cap'n Crunch Halloween Crunch?
Man, so you pulled one of my favorite out. It was just a little twist on it, but if it was just regular Captain Crunch, it would get a 5, but I had to get us like a 4.3.
4.5.
It's 4.5. I do
My bad.
4.5.
We do 0.5.
0.5.
I was going there too. Yeah, I like it too. This Captain.
Yeah.
You know, my mouth is sore. And I get
I'm
what
trying
I
not.
expected.
I'm gonna eat the rest of it.
As you should. The advertisement is true. Mm-hmm. Everything does turn green.
Yeah. It don't start out green, but then it turns green.
Looks like a little cool activity on the back.
So, and they're letting you know that there's some chemistry going on in here because he's in the
He's
chemistry.
definitely mixing something up. I don't know. This is okay. It's in the lab.
Feed it to your children.
He's making meth. No, but Captain usually gets a 5 on his own with the berries. I'm gonna give this a solid 4 because it went green. And they did something to it to do that.
Yeah.
Something that's not natural.
My sentiments are the same. I go for it. I go for it. For some of the same reasons. At first, I just thought it was cool, but then I started realizing that the milk legit did turn green.
Yeah.
You know, my insides are probably green right now.
As my great uncle was saying, if it's doing that to that, what do you think it's doing to your inside?
Right. That's not.
Well, you know, everything in moderation. You know,
A little green milk shouldn't hurt you.
Right.
Shouldn't.
Every
It's
now
good,
and
though.
again, but it's
You
cool
know,
for
it's
the
the
Halloween
Captain.
vibe, you
Yeah.
know, something spooky. Maybe the kids don't even know. Oh, I think it might be fun. It might be fun for the kids. But you know,
Excuse me.
one thing I guess for coming
My
through
bad.
and having cereal with us, you know what I mean?
Yes,
So
sir.
definitely be checking for him. Go to the social medias. Check out the farm life, you know. Go to the websites. Just get into it. Just
Right.
get your knowledge up.
Hands in the dirt.
At Bossville Farms.
Y'all do something.
BossvilleFarms.com.
Y'all do something every April 20th. Y'all
Every-
plan
right.
on doing that again?
Yeah, so
be there.
next year I actually plan to do a stage at some point too, like you know, have some musical artists
Let's
perform
work on
and
it. Let's
you know
collab.
and whatnot.
That'll be alright.
So we since you were there, we put the greenhouse in and whatnot too. So you know, all that's coming together, man. So next year is gonna be a bigger party, and more
so
fun.
Definitely, I'm gonna be there. So
Definitely.
y'all definitely be checking for us, man. Make sure you follow us on all social medias at Big Bo's Pause. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you guys want to see. Let us know what you're eating out there. And we'll see you here next week. We out of here.
Peace.